This is Valerie VanBooven with the Senior Care Industry Netcast, where leaders with 3 or more years in the senior care industry share their advice. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes, so let's get to it. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Right, my name is Christy Swadkins. This is my husband, Bob, and we own Golden Heart Senior Care, which is a PCA service where we provide non-medical and home care for seniors across the valley.
Yeah, Christy and I, we break up the business in kind of 2 pieces, the front of the house and the back of the house, where she primarily deals with the clients and the caregivers, and I deal with most of the compliance, the marketing, payroll, and invoicing.
Awesome. And you two are a great team. I know that specifically because we work with you. So I appreciate you guys being able to kind of handle different parts of it. It's always great to have somebody to run things by and not be doing this just by yourself. So,
Yeah.
So that's awesome. All right. What is the best thing about serving aging adults?
For me, it's very, very rewarding. I know that I'm making a difference in the lives of the clients and also the family members. And I get to meet a lot of great people in the community that have the same goals and ambitions that I do.
Yeah, and from my perspective, there's such a huge need out in the community right now for senior providers and people to help seniors stay in their homes and help seniors in lots of different ways. And unfortunately, it's kind of an underserved market, but we're very fortunate to be in this industry, and we're happy to be able to serve the seniors of Las Vegas.
Yes, and right now, and particularly, folks are in need of care and they prefer to stay in their homes, and we can all understand that. It's much safer, and it's a great way to, be a part of, stay socialized and have your groceries and your meal preparation and all the things you need to do without having to risk going to the grocery or, anything else. So home care is really where it's at, and I think the future of home care is really important for all of us in this country. It's really going to be something that is taking off if it hasn't already. I mean, it's always a great need. All right, so let's talk a little bit about online marketing. We're going to switch gears for a second. I hear from other senior service providers that marketing online can be challenging, which I would agree. It can be confusing. It is definitely ever changing. What are your experiences or thoughts on that?
Yeah, for marketing certainly has become much more difficult in the age of COVID. For most of your watchers, I'm sure they're readily aware that, trying to get into an assisted living facility, a skilled nursing facility, a hospital, or any type of skilled care facility, it's almost impossible unless you have a client there or unless you have a very good relationship with someone there. So we basically had to kind of shift our strategy to kind of become more well-rounded. We've explored and are currently exploring, Google ads, Facebook ads, direct emails, all these different things that in the past, perhaps we didn't really kind of dive into full force. We're certainly looking at now, and it's forced us to change our strategy and look at marketing in an entirely different way.
I would agree. I think that online marketing has become, if it wasn't really a prevalent need before, right now it's the kind of the only way to market, right? So it has become much more prevalent. And I do believe that in-person networking and being able to see your colleagues is really important. And it will happen again. Right now, we're just in a weird situation in this world where we can't really do that. So
yeah, we try to do, in-person marketing in every way we can, but when it's not possible, there are Zoom meetings like we're doing now, and there are, telephone conversations and different ways of marketing. It's just kind of reinventing yourself from a marketing perspective.
Absolutely. And technology is helping us quite a bit there. So, okay, so let's go back to your wisdom and knowledge on the senior care market. I know there are probably other successful leaders or organizations in your area that have really meant a lot to you in your career? Maybe they've been a mentor or an inspiration to you. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, or just any organization that you think is doing a great job?
Yeah, I think one of the organizations that we work with very closely, Los Ventanas, it's a full service community here in Las Vegas. It runs anywhere from independent living to assisted living, skilled nursing, as well as memory care. I have a very tight relationship with them. We certainly appreciate their business, and we'd love to give them a big shout out too as well.
Yes, and they were one of the first places that I went when I just started out as green as ever, and they kind of took me under their wing, and now we're partners, and it's worked out beautifully.
That is so nice. Good. Yeah, everybody needs to have some really good marketing partners in their local area that they trust and can refer to each other. That's awesome. I'm sure they will appreciate your shout out. Make sure they see your interview. They'll like that too. All right. What piece of advice would you give to other senior care providers?
I would say it's so important to follow your internal moral compass along the way. Each decision, big or small, just look at the big picture, know that we just want to make a difference in the community and help seniors. And as long as we're following our heart and like I said, that moral compass, I think you go forward and things tend to fall into place.
Yep.
Yeah, and from my perspective, in today's environment, it's really important to keep putting one foot in front of the other. It's very easy to get discouraged, to look at things perhaps in not the most positive light. So, things will certainly get better as we move through this pandemic. But my number one recommendation would be to just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and eventually you'll be on the other end in a better place.
Yeah, perseverance is definitely key right now. Just doing and following your heart and your moral compass that reminds us why we got into this business in the first place, even on the toughest days. Yeah, we hear that a lot. That's definitely something you got to remember all the time. Okay, my last question is supposed to be fun. Some people are like, what? But I think it's a fun question. Okay. When you have a win in life or in business, and by that, it could be anything. Your clients are happy, or there's a new baby in the family, or graduation, there's a wedding. When you have a win in life or something we're celebrating, how do you celebrate?
Well, in the business, it's a little bit different than in our personal lives. In the business, we try, when we have a success, try to pat ourselves on the back but not get too celebrating because sometimes when you go up there, then there's only one way to go. And when you don't do well, you fall. So we kind of ride the wave. When something good happens, we're very grateful and we're happy. And when something, we hit a bump in the road, we try not to beat ourselves up too much. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's good to keep kind of an even keel when you're dealing with business. It's nice to pat yourself, like Christy said, pat yourself on the back, but not beat yourself up too much when you get down. Just keep an even keel, and we'll save the celebrating for when we retire.
Yeah, exactly. You can do anything you like, right? Yes, we've had all kinds of answers. Everything from working out and dancing to vodka martini. We've had it all. So everybody has their own way of celebrating. But I think that celebrating has changed a little bit because we can't, we can a little bit get together, but we can't have big, giant family celebrations right now as much as we would like to, especially if we have seniors in our lives that we're trying to keep safe. But anything you can do to celebrate even little things and just stay positive. I think that's a great win. And
happy dances are always good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to thank you both for doing this and for sharing your wisdom. You've been around in the Las Vegas area for a while now, and I think folks can really learn a lot from your moral compass and from how you guys do business, because it does come from your heart, and I think you do a wonderful job. So thank you for doing our interview.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, you did great. Woohoo! 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 You're done. Oh, yay. Okay, now you can relax. You can breathe the rest of the day. Okay. All right, so now I get to ask you a couple of questions for me.
Okay.
So I have a series of questions. I'm just going to ask you one or two, especially this one. Okay. All right, this is for testimonials, and I appreciate you guys doing this. We've heard from other people that they've tried all kinds of things to be more visible online in their local area, but our system seems to work. What do you think?
Yeah, we've been using your system now for your full system for about 2 months now, and we've used you on and off for probably the past 3 years. And over the last 2 months, we've definitely seen progress and improvement in the areas we were certainly looking for. You did a tremendous job upgrading our website to be more SEO friendly. We're seeing, huge strides from a location Google ranking throughout the valley. I mean, when we first started, I don't even think we were even on page 10. Now, depending on the keyword, we're showing up on page 1, position 1. So we're certainly grateful for what you've done there. And then not to mention, the drip email campaigns that you've rolled out for us, the monthly newsletters that have been extremely helpful. And then just basically the overall tutelage of you teaching us what to do and what not to do has been extremely helpful.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask one more question about content that we provide, and you let me know what your thoughts are. So we hear from other clients that they could not have possibly achieved the amount of content on their website and social media without our services. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no question. I mean, when you're running your business on a day-to-day basis, it's almost impossible to be able to create content, post to Facebook, post to Google My Business, post to, LinkedIn, post to, do Google ads, do all of these different things. There's no question that for the amount of investment that we've made, it's definitely paid, huge dividends on the backside. And, we're extremely happy with the results.
Thank you very much. That's it for me. I appreciate it. You guys did awesome. So what will happen is it takes us a couple of days. Usually I bump our clients ahead. So you'll see in a couple of days, I'll send you an email that'll let you know that your video has been posted. It'll first go out on our website, but then we'll post it to your website and with the full transcript. So you'll be able to see all of the, it'll have the whole article along with the video. And then I will also put the video in Dropbox for you. If you want the video for any other reason, you can use it anywhere you want. It will be on YouTube. So if you want to embed it somewhere like on your About Us page or somewhere like that, we can help you with that, or send it over to Raven, send the embed code over, but that's completely up to you. But we will definitely post it for you as a blog post.
Okay. Will it show up in the newsletter as well?
Yes, if it's in the,
perfect.
It probably won't. When does your newsletter go out, the 1st or the 15th? I can't remember.
It goes out the 1st.
Okay, so it would be in your August.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Today is July 28th. So it probably won't be in your August newsletter. It won't be that fast.
It'll be in September.
September 1st newsletter. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll definitely be on Facebook fast, and it'll be on LinkedIn, YouTube, and on your website. So it'll get some play, and then it'll get some more when it goes out in the newsletter.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys did a wonderful job. So nervous or not, you did great.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.